Hello, Mr. YouTubers out there. You may remember this house because we did the roof back in the summer, which I think looks brilliant. Well, the people at the top have moved out. There's the dog looking after the van for me, thank you. And this is the rubbish that I just took out. When I say rubbish, what I mean by rubbish is this was someone's belongings. I cleared up the front too. Oh, it just looked crap. Let's just take it away. We'll sweep it up. It looked lovely now. I don't know why. I don't know. That's people. But we're still going to give the deposit back because either I'm stupid or look. This took me about an hour. Am I going to hold someone's deposit? Am I going to fall out with somebody for an hour? Oh, I got to get rid of it yet, but let's go and have a look inside. Well, the first thing is in here, all this is gone. I think that's the other flat, so we're good here. Let's go up. If you recall, I said I was very happy to get the flat back, and I am, and I'm still happy. There are certain things that, there's a pane of glass broken. That's on the outside, so I don't know how that happened. Then you come in and you find the toilet seat broken. But of course they didn't tell us because why would they? They'd have to replace it and they were moving somewhere else. Now, we had a sofa here and I don't know, there was a pole there with some special flags. And I said, maybe we'll leave the pole up. To which my wife said, so I said, okay, well, I'll take the pole down. So the pole's gone. And as you can see, everything has been cleared out. And what a lovely big flat. You know what? When this is painted over, it's gonna look beautiful. Now, the other two rooms in here, they were like that already. This one was like that. We knew about that. Yeah. The bathroom looks better too. They had a silly cupboard up there. Well, yeah, it fell apart. That fell apart when I took it down. It just fell apart, disintegrated. Yeah, okay. But like clearing everything out, I left some detergents because we'll use that. And then you've got all this needs to be fixed. And we got up here needs to be fixed. Look, they've used, oh, that's double-sided tape. Well, of course they use double-sided tape because who wouldn't? So why not report it to us? Because if they'd have reported it to us, we'd have had to come in, we'd have broke it apart, painted it, we'd have made it lovely. But there would have been we would have had to have come in, they would have had to make arrangements, and they didn't want to because they were leaving. So they just want to leave it. That's why things are broken. If you recall, we talked about the doors, and I said, I hate the doors, and really we need nice new doors because these are like, they're fairly new. When I say new, no, they're not new. They're 20 years old plus, maybe a little bit older than that, maybe. But they are very utilitarian, and by the time we sand this down and try to fix it, it's gonna look hideous. So we've decided to bite the bullet. I was sat on the sofa. I said to the wife, "Love," I said, "You know that flat, the doors?" And she said, "Yep, change them." I said, "But you don't know what I was going to say." She said, "What were you going to say?" I said, "Well, should we change them?" She said, "Yeah." So I'm going to be about $1.5 to $2 grand down on a load of doors, hinges, catches, and of course the labor to put them all in. So hoorah! Not only am I giving the deposit back, I'm pulling out a couple of grand on doors that we got perfectly fully functional doors here already. But what I'll do is I'll do a lot of the heavy lifting work myself. I'll just carry all the doors up, put the doors in the room, take these doors down, cut them up and get rid of them. And then what that will mean is that yeah, just make it easier for the carpenter. See, I wouldn't say that's a day's work, but it kind of is. If I asked the carpenter to go and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors, I said, go and get them. So he's going to go and buy them. He's going to load them in his van. He's going to bring them all up. And he's going to take all these down. That's a day's work. He's going to be shattered too. And he probably just doesn't want to do it. So if I do that, that's a day's labor completely saved by stuff that I can do because I'm not talented in anything else other than lifting stuff. So I still think I'll put a nice picture of me up there. Should I put a picture of me up there? Maybe not. Right, got a cup of tea.